Let's go, Toronto, Chicago.
Everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and from the sideline, our reporter David Aldridge. And also stopping by our program, one of the greatest players in WNBA history, the great Candace Parker. Honored, Candace, to have you on our broadcast.
Thank you so much. I looked up to a lot of these guys that I'm about to call a game with, and so this is a dream come true for me, and sit here with all the.
And I know I speak for them, a treat for them as well to be with someone like yourself. It's going to be a lot of fun. And one of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young player. Look at Meeks. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And even though he hadn't necessarily set himself apart from the rest of that rookie class, you can see that his game does seem to be well suited for the NBA. And he's got plenty of room to grow. We're only a few months into his NBA career. With his upside, he can develop into a terrific player down the road.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. We've got the Doctor. Adams out there with Lee. Then it's Wiggins. And it's T in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Chicago, we've got Brown, the captain out there with Bottoms. And it's Kirk. And it's the dude in at the center position. Lee outside. Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Tightens the three. Traps in the tray. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
That's to Curry. Tipped away. And again, Chicago turns it over. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Remarkable consistency can be. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road. They were connecting. When they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Accuracy from outside, just incredible.
Here's the two. 9 points last game out. And T is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And now just Just over a minute played here in the first. The captain passes to the Duke. Chicago needs to get off a shot here, and it's good for two. And the NBA has created an instant replay command center in Secaucus, New Jersey, but the review still lies with the officials on the court. For now, Dennis, I always wonder, should they have let the review center handle those?
Wouldn't it be over by Thursday?
It takes so long for the officials to go to the table, to review, to look at it. I believe Secaucus could get it done at the command center.
I knew one of you was going to do it.
And again, Toronto with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the wing right side. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Poked away. Back to Brown. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. Misses off the right ice. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The outside brings it from beyond the arc.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Bottoms the pass to the Duke. Will it go? That one goes in.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but the good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Now here's Holiday. Saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. As a post player, Candace, you know the importance of rim protection. What are some things that elite rim protectors have in common?
Well, when you're talking about good versus great versus elite, you look at the style in which they play and they protect the rim. There's a lot of shot blockers out there that love the highlight, and yes, you're going to get on top 10 by blocking the ball out of bounds. But elite rim protectors, they keep the ball in play. They're able to rebound the ball or tip it to their teammates. And those are the ones that are going to have stay power and are going to be remembered for protecting the rim.
I love football. They protect people of the team right over there. You! No, don't do that. Tell me, are you guys going to be hanging out on Saturday? See? It's gonna be so weird. He's covering it. Why?
Chicago making a switch here. Yates is checked in. And then for Toronto, Winslow comes in for two. Davis is subbed in for the doctor. And when rookies come into the WNBA, it's a quick turnaround. We know from the college season, Candace, you won a 2008 title with Tennessee, and about a month later, major rookie debut. I mean, there's not a lot of time there to catch your breath, is there?
There's not a lot of time to catch your breath for sure, but I did enjoy the fact that I wasn't going to get all the way out of shape. You know, when you're young, you're able to kind of bounce back and tolerate a long season. And so I think it was a fantastic year. 2008 was a dream.
And Chicago has possession after Toronto at the three-point.
Okay, now.
Curry on the wing. Gets the jumper from the corner of the ball.
They tailored their offense around him. Let me tell you, he loves playing in the system.
Holiday looking over the floor. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. Here's Meeks. And Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. Here's Bottoms. No good from outside. Toronto leading by 16. Holiday the pass to Winslow. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Passes it to the Duke. Brown outside. And there's the pass to Bobbitt. The trade. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the 3-point line.
You know, Candace, we're starting to see some of the top defensive teams use the zone. Talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of the zone defense, and do you think it could possibly grow any more in popularity than it is now?
Well, honestly, the game is changing. As we've seen with three-point shooting, a lot of people are giving up layups to be able to defend the three-point line. And now with the zone defense, you saw that go out of style for a number of years. But now it seems like with the length and the athleticism that teams are able to play with, it's interesting. Miami even decides to put some of their bigs up top and putting their smalls underneath the basket. So you're going to see that teams are going to start tweaking and playing different types of zones and not just a stereotypical 2-3 zone.
I want to be next to you. I may fall asleep on it. I don't like it though, man. I want to be next to Gracie.
Some changes for Toronto. Winslow's checked in for Wiggins, and Butler subbed in for Red Hot. And Candace, I know you had a basketball in your hands from a very early age. Talk about the love you had for the game.
Kevin, I have loved basketball ever since I can remember. I grew up in a basketball family. My 2 older brothers, I just wanted to do and be everything that they did and were. And many a Saturdays, I was going along for the ride to the basketball court, just hoping that they would allow me to take a couple shots in between their games. So
And they were both older than you.
Yes, they were so much older than me, 8 and 11 years, and I was just their little sister that just wanted to play, play with my older brother.
Right.
That's where you want your shots coming from. Arms slipped from the bucket.
Lee outside. And the dunk by Parker.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end. Yeah, they've been very aggressive. They've taken early control of this game. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall. Right, you take that 10 out of 10 times. You're not going to listen to it.
Now here's Lee. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. That one falls.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the plane. That's what you love about him. He shows no mercy. They're comfortable.
And Winslow pulls it down. Toronto leading by 20.
Oh my God.
Lee outside.
They both
Pass to Parker. This one for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Brown, the pass to the Duke. They need this. And he hits the jumper for 2.
And then Pierre
keeps
chasing me around.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they gotta keep it.
Yeah.
Lee outside. Kicks it to Winslow. And here's Davis for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That one drops for him. And so here's Toronto. The 19-point lead. Hayward against Lee. Off target at the rim. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Minnesota. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting.
Remember that time he
He's
tackled the
enjoyed the
Green?
kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back.
They made her out to school like crazy at one time.
With the
And he
shot.
was fucking
A
bald.
nice shot
It
by
was
Winslow.
funny. When he
And
said
the
he was
story
6
here,
foot
Kevin,
great,
early
he's
on,
bald.
is how well they shot the basketball.
Wait, you want me to send you your thing there?
Hayward outside.
Later it would steal his hat every time.
Brown sets a screen for Hayward.
Yeah, what do you
Pass to
say?
McCaw. Launches it. The basket good off the assist for Hayward. Hayward's got his third assist on the night. And so it's Toronto in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring the beat. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
What's that? My brother threw him off the roof and got it back.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter. Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And without a doubt, Candace, you've been a star your entire career. What types of responsibilities are expected from franchise players like yourself?
Just do what you do, and honestly, you have to be able to take the
Good
temperature.
fire.
Sometimes everybody is really hype and frustrated. You have to bring that calm to the team, and vice versa. Sometimes people are too calm, and you have to light that fire. So I think as a franchise player, we see the greats, we've seen what they've done, and we've seen the success that they've had, taking care of on the court, but also being a leader.
Ratings. Curry is out there with Brown. Then it's Jones. Then there's Insanity, and it's the captain in at the three, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Bottoms is checked in for Chicago. Higgins is checked in for Toronto. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
They didn't let me do anything with them. They wouldn't let me go.
Chicago trails by 18. With the step back. Brown with the screen on front. Here's Meeks. Higgins with the block.
Yeah.
Dishes to Holiday. Team. He's covered by Brown. Count that bucket. And Toronto leads by 20.
I'm the youngest.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it. Yeah, he's just not giving the ball. He's passing with a purpose. This league scores.
Here's the captain. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Good on the three-point shot. Candace, last season, you won the Defensive Player of the Year. You said for you, ranked above Rookie of the Year and the MVP award. Why was that?
Well, my entire career, I do believe that defense has been the part of my game that needs to improve the most. And, you know, the late great Pat Summitt challenged me every day to play on the defensive end of the floor. And, you know, to win that award, I just think it's just progress for sure. And I know she's smiling down from above, you know, really proud of that.
There's no doubt. She loves defenders. She
But I
loves
think you guys should
success.
pick out my new clothing. You kind of have to.
You're right. I know she's smiling from above. It is good. Brown's got his second basket.
And that's an example of playing big.
I'm gonna point at her.
Difficult finish, but if you expect
I'm gonna
him to
point at
back
Megan.
down, you better think again.
Chicago trails by 17.
I'm gonna hide behind Grant. I'm gonna be nervous the whole time. I don't talk to girls usually.
Brown against Holiday.
I don't talk to
Here's
girls.
Curry. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
I like that big play. See how he makes it bring him to the cup.
And Holiday, here we go. Oh, that's blocked. Here's the captain. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Yes, please.
The pass to
Please.
Bobby.
Do whatever you want.
It gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Oh my
And obviously,
God.
this momentum from the last game has carried over here
I
tonight.
get the thing.
That's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going
Gracie
to
looks like the
substitute.
And it's blocked, and they hit it there. He gets it in there. He's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has
Whoa.
allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Chicago
I'm not
calls
saying you
timeout.
do the
Well, the
Megan
scores
right
here
now.
red hot. Getting it done to them.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Great. Y'all are, you know, Cameron's losing. Because I did it. I'm down. Yeah. But when nobody plays Cam, huh? Oh yeah. Gracie is right. Black.
Simmons checked in for Butler. Candace, I've said this before. You are a natural in broadcasting. I'm assuming this is something you'd like to continue to do once your decorated playing career has come to a conclusion?
Well, Kevin, I really enjoy working in the studio, but there's nothing like broadcasting a game. Broadcasting a game with you. My first game was with you broadcasting. I have so much respect for you and for what you continue to do. Your voice is somebody that I really turn up on the television when I hear it, and definitely makes the game a lot better.
You are so kind.
Who is that
You are
boy?
natural, just like you are on the floor. All money's on you. It's a great broadcasting career.
That's a nice.
Been on the floor. I really believe it.
Thank you so much.
Stolen by Holiday.
How many seasons did
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Bolden. Here's T in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into it.
you need to start following me?
Here's Curry. And again, Chicago. No good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Holiday, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
If you guys come on Saturday, I'll shave my face on Sunday.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
Yeah, I'll do it before. I'll do it after. But I don't believe you guys.
Free throw good from Holiday. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And Toronto will go for a different look. Winslow's checked in for T. Winslow comes in for Wiggins. Davis is checked in for the Doctor. And Lee's subbed in for Simmons.
No.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 19. Here he goes. McCaw misses. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jones against Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Gotta see
How
it to
about he
believe
takes
it.
on the defender head on and then throws down the two-handed.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Now here's Jones. He had a
This
15-point
goes
outing in their last game against Minnesota.
This goes in.
Here's McCall, started by Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones kicks to Hayward. Here's Quinn. But that's the give up the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists in the game.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation you need for a clean look. He may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot. 3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Jones up top, guarded by Holiday. It's McCall. Another 3 for Chicago.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Holiday. Back to lead. Toronto working the ball around now.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to the 2. Here's McCall. 6 points for him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago on Friday. Then on Sunday.
If I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how they stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And the first one drops. Rivera, he's checked in for Chicago.
Such a weirdo, I swear. Oh, she's fighting on them. She's already.
So he gets them both.
Not many players with more steady hand with the free throw line than this fellow.
There's 126 left to play here in the half. And a wide open look for Lee. And again, Toronto no up.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Well, Candace, we know you have to get going, but thanks for coming by. We really appreciate it. And please come back soon.
I can't wait to come back and teach you guys what the table is.
And we do pay you, okay? So you will get paid for this. But if you just want to come in for laughs, we'll get you in for some of your insight. We'll do that as well.
Hey, Kevin, you know as good as I do. Living in LA. Yes, that is crucial. We need that to happen with all these taxes.
Talking to Candace, see what you can tell how much she loves this game.
She's the home. She grew up in the basketball family. Discipline, knowledge, matches her passion. And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
The 3, West. Hayward grabs the board.
The big scar right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Chicago, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
If we want to take a look back, they've converted about 76% from the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions.
And say, let me eat you. And my cum is already out the boat. Ready to go. Was it a good tater that we said?
Both good from the line that time.
And they're getting to the line a lot this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
What is that?
No need to rush fighters. Let the clock run over them. Then execute your offense.
Parker, a screen on Jones. Here's T. Takes the 12-footer and hits. T's got 8 points.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Chicago.
And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Well, for Toronto, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They've really worked the inside well. Wow. Affection. Getting a lot out of the offense from the paint. When you're that effective inside, Ernie Kenny, I know, makes life very hard for your opponent.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They aren't playing tight enough defense. That's pretty clear. There needs to be a lot better communication. Guys are playing defense on and island a lot of times. And that's getting hurt.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
It's not a to even think that that's
It
the
is.
case.
I know it.
I think that the fans can just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel.
Edge of your seat, you're right. So for Toronto right now, they've got T. They're out there with Wiggins. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Lee in at the 2-back. Now here's Lee. He's got 8. Here's Holiday. Sent away, but he stays with it. And he comes up with the deuce. Holiday's got 23.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Then we got Gracie over here. Who's just killing.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th
Then we
free
got
throws in the game.
Gracie, the god for the Natalie!
First free throw is good.
Cheat on it with me. If any guy ever likes you, just hit me up. I'll tell them.
And so he makes both from the line. Toronto leading by 8. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into this. Oh, what a beautiful point.
Quickly, 2 feet up. Great. He's got to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime.
Natalie, do you want to go to the mall with Natalie? Yeah, right now. I mean, it's Saturday.
Free throw, good. Holiday. Brown. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. 50 move. And he drops that one in. Brown's got 6.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really fits the defense. Flexibility is crucial. You have to be able to take what the defense gives you.
Oh, wow. Such a smooth shooter.
They'll be tighter up on him next time out there.
Curry passes to the Duke. There's Bottoms. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal. And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle's impressive.
Crazy, can you please go to the and what does he got doing? And then when you call it, I'm still far away from it's me, Green, and Clay. Why are you smiling? What's so funny?
Jim Senator, he's checked in for the captain. Davis is checked in for Toronto. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games and comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 3. Leaks outside. Wiggins with the rebound. And here's Davis with 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Curry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Frank, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a point general. You know, you look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that league organization. It's fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Yeah, there's an Olive Garden there. There's an Olive Garden there. And there is. Red Robin?
And both free throws good for Curry.
Gotta go there.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Started 3-game homestand with that game. From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Wiggins has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Toronto. Pass to Curry. He's on the wing.
I'll be like, Mom, it's my friend's birthday.
Curry looking around. Here's the dude. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Dude's got 12.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easy it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Now here's Holiday. Guarded close. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to have it.
Here's the dude. 12 points for him. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Who knows what this score would look like if he was we won this game.
For Chicago, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 in the line. Chicago making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Mitchell's checked in for Toronto. Walker comes in for the doctor.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Make a look at this.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Toronto leading by 10. Holiday up top. 58 points for him. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Second chance effort. Shot up 2 there. Holiday's got 30 points.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
What's it
He's
like?
been doing this for 2 games in a row now. We're looking at one of the hottest players in the league.
They get it back.
What's it like?
Another shot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from the dude. Toronto, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Wiggins, and it's blocked by Brown. Here's Bottoms, 15 points in the game. The 17-footer, field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the flow of the game and has not lost his touch.
Outside Holiday, drills it from outside. Holiday's got 12 points in just the second half.
Some players might wear down on this kind of run. He's open.
Bottoms the pass to the dude. Hayward outside. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Trying to shoot. Has to meet. Here's the dude. That's tipped. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. Chicago calls timeout. One of the stories here, red hot. Getting it done today.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
You guys are all playing 3-1. That would be awesome. What we would have to do is I would get crispy crab bites. So that would be $8.50 for me. I'm not just kidding that.
For Chicago.
Don't worry about Drake.
Jones comes in for Bottoms. And Toronto also
If he doesn't
making a
have a
switch.
ride, I'll
Lee's checked in for Davis.
$17. She had to go. Her phone was gonna die. I'm making estimates and we're talking about Saturday.
Here's Brown. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
What is it?
Brown's got 8 points.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Lee goes in. And Lee with the stop.
And despite the size
Oh,
of
this
this
cheeseburger is
attacking the heart of that defense. Very
Look at that
aggressive.
instead of
Takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Toronto.
They based their offense around the three-point shot today, and that was the right move. Instead of huge weapons in the moment. They do, and you also see a lot of points that come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking.
That was easy.
Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. We know the All-Star game Now he has a two backcourt, three frontcourt position as opposed to two guards, two forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations in time?
I tell you what, I think you can make a strong case for that. When you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of the starting spot. Yeah, I think listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 new players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I'd say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Here's the 2 after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. They grab their own miss, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guard. We take a look at Allen, one of the game's best, second in the league.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Yeah, these guys have that same nose for the ball. These are some scrappy players. They can hold their own in the paint.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Jones. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. Looking for Winslow. He gets it there. And overlooked for Lee. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lee's got 13 points.
What's the other place
With the
called?
team giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Meeks pass to Jones. Here's the 2. By Winslow. Here's the 2. He's got 19. Stolen by Winslow. Here's T. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brown. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And that's 10 points for Clutch.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that.
He's at the mall or he's just.
Here's Lee outside. He can't hit that one.
And that was a little bit of a range spectacle. So trying to take advantage of that extra space on the rim. You see a lot of this.
Lets it go for deep. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
So Holiday will bring it up for Toronto. Early, they held a 23-point lead. Passes it to Windsor. Here's T. And he dumps it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Now,
Yeah,
here's
they're
Meeks.
outside.
Outside, Jones from the arc. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Toronto leads by 11. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of a two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. We just need to make the right basketball play.
Outstanding.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They got bottoms. Now they're at Curry. Then there's the captain, and it's Hayward in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime. Because what happens to stretch.
Here's Bonnie. And here's Wiggins. Fires the 3. That shot.
We're going to
Chicago trails Metro. inside. Stolen by Wiggins.
We're going to the theater and then we're going right off. That's like 1 hour.
Now the pass to Bolden. Wiggins dishes the lead. Unloads from 13. And it's Chicago with the rebound. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Pass to Hayden.
200, I guess. Just don't waste it all on that.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Don't waste
Here's
it all on
Wiggins.
the thing that
Gets it to go from 18 feet away. And Toronto leads by 14.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure what this guy was in the first half.
It's Brown with the drive. And the dunk by Brown.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Toronto leading by 12. Lee outside. Driving the lane. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it back. Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no life at the top.
The dude is checked in.
Boys would want to
And
get
Toronto also making the switch. Red out, he's checked in for Parker.
Boys would want to beat their fans. I'm sure you would.
Chicago trails by 15.
200 and buy me a Kansas shirt.
Curry on the way.
I don't want
About
to
2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Shakes off a strong D and hits the bucket for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. And 3-point
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the Victoria's Secret.
Outstanding job there of taking the arm and
Can I
still
get you a
making
builder there? I wanted to buy you a builder there. And I'm gonna put a dildo on it. You can ride it.
For Chicago, they've got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Curry, a screen on Howard. All sorts of time. Another one falls for Chicago.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the
Okay,
offense.
so I'm probably just gonna
He's got to his spots and capitalize. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
Now, here is Holiday. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
She's a really good bodybuilder.
That's good from Holiday. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Brown. Right wing. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Passes it to the captain. Out left to the wing. Pocket 6. Shoots. Again, Chicago.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Holiday goes in. And slammed in by Holiday.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And it's Brown missing. Toronto leading by 17.
We'll get one of those grainy ab pictures that will make my head.
Holiday with it.
My abs are out.
And the shot goes down. Holiday's got 40 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior.
Yeah,
this is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Brown. Baseline jumper. Good on the jump shot. Brown's got 13 points in the second half.
How about this turnaround? He played a
Martin Luther was biting in it.
first half, man. And now he's the man.
Here's Lee. There's the pass to Holiday. Can't drop the tough 3-point. Foul with it. He's picked up by Lee.
I didn't eat it.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I'm kidding, that never happened. I just want to see
Down to size with that one. Oh, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence.
But yeah, going to a restaurant,
Teams changing it up here.
nice, you know.
One shot.
Wow.
Frank, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
Harry Johnson, Stacey Ogden, I could go on, and you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on this.
And it was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Definitely great country.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game. Red hot.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last time out, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up.
I was going to show you my key, but I already left, so I'm not showing it now.
Three-pointer. And Lee with the stop.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the...
And Frank, that'll put him in.
We're about to play 2K, you already know. Let's go to Glendale, Armenia.
was it, but we will do one more.